Hello, friends. And if you're new to this channel, then welcome to the Pain Cure Clinic community, where we help people navigate the mind-body path to cure stress-based chronic pain and illness and start living the good life that you deserve. I'm Laura Heidrich, co-founder of the Pain Cure Clinic and a former rheumatoid arthritis sufferer and current pain-free hero. In this episode, I'm going to tackle a difficult topic head-on. Like it or not, your chronic pain is a result of something or several things that are not right in your life. And you're certainly not alone. This is true for me and many, if not most, of our coaching clients. But it's often a sticky topic. We hear denial. We get pushback. And that's okay. We get it. And that's why you need some guidance in 3 key areas. Number 1, it's not all about your past. Number 2, you can change more than you think. And number 3, how to move forward. Let's discuss. So even if you're skeptical at this point, hang in there with me and assume for the moment that your life circumstances are indeed causing or at least significantly contributing to your chronic condition. By doing this, you're taking an important first step. What you're doing is opening a dialogue between your mind, your body, and your life. I'm going to say that again so it really sinks in. Whether you realize it consciously or not, your mind, your body, and the various aspects of your life are related. They communicate with one another all the time. And ongoing pain or other symptoms is your body's loud message, a gigantic red flag that your mind needs to listen to. It's tempting to keep batting that flag away, but that won't cure your pain. Listen, even though it may not seem like it, your body is actually your very best friend. You know, the one who tells you the truth, even if it hurts. So if you're still with me, and I hope you are, let's look at 2 areas where TMS sufferers tend to block the conversation between the mind, the body, and their life, and then how to, well, get out of your own way. Now, if you've read any of Dr. Sarno's or other mind-body books, you may get the impression that to cure your chronic pain, you have to find and fix that one big, ugly thing in your past. And this is true for a small percentage of TMSers, but not for most of us. So you can stop digging and digging, trying to find that bad thing. For most of us, stress and pain are caused by what's happening in your life right now. Yeah. Your pain is generated by stress from the struggle and pressure and dissatisfaction with parts of your life today. If you do have significant past trauma that you haven't dealt with, by all means, see a good therapist. Do what you can to heal. Just don't dwell there too long. Don't get stuck in the past. To get unstuck, here's something simple but impactful that I've done myself. Give your younger, wounded self a big hug. I mean, really visualize wrapping your arms around a younger version of you. Then bring her along with you on the healing path. This is so powerful. The reality is that as much as we may want to, you can't change anything about your past, but you can do some things differently now. You can set boundaries now, and you can get rid of your chronic pain now. So I know what some of you are thinking, but I can't change my job, my marriage, my kids, my parents, where I live. My commitment to chair the PTA for the 4th year in a row, because you know, they ask. I hear you. I was you. There was a time when I felt trapped in many big areas of my life. Even before I found Dr. Sarno and realized that I had Tension Myositis Syndrome, not rheumatoid arthritis, I was starting to catch on that these things in my life, these stressors, were not only negatively affecting my pain, but were very likely causing it in the first place. For me, and probably for you too, since you're watching this video, my life tension led to tight muscle tissue, which led to pain and an upset tummy. I won't lie, my decades of pain sucked, but it did give me many opportunities over the years to look back and see the pattern of high stress leading to high pain. There are a few truly limiting, ongoing, often heartbreaking situations that we find ourselves in. In the rare case that you say have a disabled child, you can still get help or make small steps toward easing the daily tension. And for the rest of us, it's time to be honest, be brave, and get out of your own way. Is this really the only job you can do for the rest of your life? The only person you can be with, even if the relationship ran its course years ago? The only place you can live, just because you were born there or landed there for some other reason? Will the company or the club or the neighborhood or even your extended family actually fall apart without you in residence and on duty? Often we get stuck not in our heads, but in our hearts. We've been taught to put people first when contemplating our life and making changes. And yes, this is what caring humans try to do, but there are still limits. Hear me loud and clear when I say this. Someone will always want or need your help. They won't want you to leave or change, but you can't always be the fixer. And your chronic pain will keep knocking until you open the door and hear what it's trying to tell you. Okay, I know we're doing some heavy lifting in this episode, looking at some tough stuff. So take a breath with me and let's talk about the way forward. Looking at your life and its relationship to your pain is a process, and change doesn't happen all in one day, 1 week, or even 1 month. But you may have already spent years living with chronic pain, so don't waste another moment in denial. I want you to start by just moving into what we call the investigation phase. Set some time aside to really think through what in your life is creating a level of stress that could cause chronic pain. You likely already know what it is. You just haven't allowed yourself to even consider changing it. And it can help to get your thoughts and frustrations and even your fears out of your head and onto paper. Just make sure you keep that document away from any eyes other than your own. These are your uncensored, private considerations. Another great tool is what's called zero-based thinking. Search this phrase on Google or YouTube to find out more. Your goal is to make changes by processing stressful issues one at a time, to move forward to a more satisfying, happy life. And while you're doing this mental work, give your body some love by exercising to the best of your ability at first to burn off tension. With a combination of mental processing and physical movement, your pain will soon get the message that its days are numbered. You're no longer going to provide the fertile feeding ground, the stress, and the tension that the pain needs to flourish. You're moving on and leaving all the pain behind. Messy? Yes. Worth it? Hell yes. And since we're creatures of sometimes bad habits, when you've recovered from chronic pain, make sure to keep that dialogue between your mind, your body, and your life wide open. If this topic gave you pause for thought, then like this video and subscribe to stay connected to our channel, and leave us a comment or question below. And for more resources to help you cure your chronic pain or other chronic condition, download our free guide to curing any stress-based chronic illness at paincureclinic.us/about. There's a link below. We're here for you. See you next time.